Welcome back to A Couple Debates. Thank you all for tuning in the first time around. I'm glad you're back for more. We got our audio together.
We got it A1 together, y'all.
Okay, what else?
We back live.
Got the lighting together. Okay, what else? I think that's it. Those are the two things that we really wanted to make sure we got right this time.
Yeah, we had a couple of things that we wanted to fix, but it's all trial and error. We new to this, but we're going to get it together. Nonetheless, we appreciate everybody that did tune in, everybody that liked, everybody that subscribed.
All the comments.
Yeah, all the comments. Honestly, much appreciated. With that being said, on to episode 2.
Welcome to episode 2, y'all. All right, let's get right into it. We're starting off hot. See me, he knows that this topic is near and dear to my heart. I feel like a disappointed little sister right now. But Remy and Papoose. Remy and Pat. For those of you who are not hip to what's going on with Remy, it came out. It's alleged. Let me not even speak this on her 100%, but it's been alleged that Remy was cheating on Papoose
with a battle rapper. I don't even know his name. Did you get his name?
No, it's not important. It's not important. The fact is, Remy and Papoose are like black love personified, and he loves the shit out of Remy. And I love Remy, obviously. You guys probably picked up on that. But yeah, this one hurt me. I hate this for her. She looks crazy right now. You look crazy, Rem.
Yeah, Rem looks super crazy. I grew up listening to Rem, so for me, I'm just gonna say I'm disappointed if it is true. Like I said, like Ian said, these are all allegations, so we don't 100% know the
it being we don't know the validity.
Yeah, we don't know the validity of it or the facts to it, so we can't confirm or deny. But if it is true, oh man, Rem, got to be more careful.
Man, they got the baby. They got their little beautiful family. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But I really hope that this is not true. Ram, I still got a little bit of faith in you deep down in my heart that this is not true. That people are just hating on black love, and y'all gonna make it. Y'all gonna make it through.
They gonna make it through. Fingers crossed to them.
Oh, man. Oh, and Papoose was totally justified for punching dude out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard that, too. They said Pap punched out the battle rapper that it was. And if so, for sure, he justified. What my man Cam say? I don't. What was
I don't condone it.
I don't condone it.
But I understand.
Yeah, so that's the quote for the Rem and Papoose. I don't condone it, but I understand.
Yeah, you could really use that for a few of the ones today.
For sure.
Moving right along, I hate to keep up the bad news train, but Jeezy and Jeannie Mai getting a divorce. And it sounds like that one is confirmed.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, it sounds like he's already getting the paperwork together and it's already printed and pressed out.
Oh, man. I love them, too. I don't know them 100%. I mean, Jeezy, obviously, I'm more familiar with than Jeannie Mai. However, I have watched the talk shows, and so I'm hip to her. But, god damn, man. Y'all supposed to be biracial love. Come on now.
Yeah, for sure. I think well, I ain't gonna say she. I don't really know what caused it, so it's kind of hard in that situation. I'm all for marriage. I'm all for love. Period. No matter color, race, whatever, however it comes. But as far as the reason, there's not much reasoning behind it. So me, as a black man, I'm gonna say something about her threw him off that made him want to just get out because they just got married. They just had a baby. The crazy thing that I saw about it is I saw her promoting his book just recently. Like his book just dropped a couple weeks ago, so it's like
she probably still has love for him and wants him to do well. I mean,
no. This was before the divorce papers was surfaced. So so it's like, damn, you took her on tour promoting with you and everything, and
he was there for free promo.
Yeah, like free press. Like you took some free promo out the deal. So
I mean, she was on a talk show too. So I mean, that's the best kind of promo you could get. A whole bunch of little old white ladies at home probably listening. Like, I do want to read that.
I'm gonna read the Snowman book.
Oh man, well. I really hope that they're able to work it out. Stranger things have happened. But I did hear that there were allegations of her cheating with Mario Lopez. They have since been denied. But I mean, if I'm going to be allegedly having an affair, I would want it to be Mario Lopez.
It could not be Mario Lopez. Disclaimer. If you don't know Mario Lopez, I grew up watching what is it? Saved by the Bell with Screech and him and all of them. So growing up watching that alone, growing up seeing the same Mario Lopez look the same as he did when he was 16 years old, and I'm 34. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm 35 now. And seeing the same face, same looking person, but at a bigger statue in life. That's one person I don't want my woman around ever in life. In the same room, same flight, same building, same nothing. Mario Lopez, no.
Yeah, we've had this conversation a few times.
Mario Lopez is a no-go for sure.
I mean, Anyway, off of Mario, back to Jeezy and Jeezy. I really hope that they are able to work it out too, because I did. They look good together. I like them together. I thought they were cute.
Yeah, I do think that was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I give them that.
Yeah, it seemed like she kind of calmed him down, but I don't know. Could be wrong. Okay, again with the married couple just out here fucking up. Nicki Minaj's husband out here getting what did he have to do?
Big Zoo.
What he had to do? 45 days on house arrest for threatening Offset.
If you know you're on probation, it's just certain shit you just don't do.
Not on a public stage.
Yeah, like it ain't. And people are saying, and this is why I hate like the 2023, like just where we at right now. Is the first thing people jumped online and was saying it's all Offset snitched, and it's like no, he's on probation. That's how it works. Right. If your probation officer get wind of anything you doing that's against the stipulation of you being on papers, which threatening, being hostile and threatening is typically, that's on 100% of people violation papers. I've been on probation, so I know. And me knowing that's like the number one thing you want to stay away from is like any threaten, especially when somebody got evidence of you doing it. And then even especially when your PO don't got to go look for it. So that's like just throwing yourself away for whatever reason. I don't know, but I mean, you just gotta. That was just idiot move.
Yeah, that was a dumb move. And Nikki, like, where's your PR team? Because they need to get fired immediately. What T.I. say? Expeditiously. They need to get the boot because they suck. Like, they should have been fixed this, like, before it even started. Can somebody give him some, like, media training or something? Because he just acts an ass constantly.
Yeah, he's not a media guy.
He's not a media-friendly man.
I don't expect him to do media shit, so.
Yeah, I guess he is a violent kind of guy. Okay, I did not catch this until after the fact, but I have since heard that Tyrese has clapped back at DJ Envy and was spilling tea and was going crazy. And this, for some reason, took Envy off guard.
Yeah, their situation kind of strange. To me, it seems like they want to be boyfriends. I'm starting because this is too much back and forth. Like me as a man, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I got a high. Like I don't know. I don't got a lot of patience, but I don't want to go back and forth with another man like too much.
Yeah.
Before I feel like okay, now some physicality got to happen, but to just argue with a nigga, 24/7. That's just, I don't know. I don't get it at this point. I kind of feel like Envy wife must have did some flirting as well, and he forgave it, but he didn't forgive Tyrese for overstepping his boundaries. That's kind of what I get out of it, but
yeah, I don't know what I get out of it other than where was this energy when you were in the same room? So I kind of like, at first I was applauding Tyrese and, giving him credit and, all the things. But then when he did that, I kind of lost a little bit of respect for him again. Because it's like, you were literally just in the same room and you were kikiing and ha-haing. And it seemed like you were trying to smooth things over, which is fine. I don't.
We, like you said, we applauded him for taking the high route because that takes a lot.
It takes a lot. But then to double back and
then want to go the tough route. Like, that's, once a nigga tell you to your face that they wanted to box your mouth, it's a problem.
Yeah, no matter what the intended meaning of it was.
Yeah, once
how can you take that in a good way?
Yeah, you let that slide. Yeah, and you take the mature route. You can't then double back and
and record yourself being a
tough guy.
Yeah, a keyboard gangster. Tyrese, Envy. Bottom line is they got to grow up. That's kind of what I'm getting. They are acting like teenage girls right now, so cut it out, guys. Kiss and make up. Staying kind of along the same lines since we're talking about artists, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's love affair, or at least that's what it's looking like.
You think that's a good look, bad look?
It depends on who you ask. So, to be transparent, I knew about her being at the game, but I didn't really know what the backstory was, and Corey was kind of just filling me in on it. And I don't know how to feel about it because I don't know his ex-girlfriend's relationship. I don't know. It seemed, if she was at all his old games, and now obviously she's not there as Taylor Swift is, it's like, what happened there? But at the same time, it's a power move.
First off, tell them how you found out. Who told you? who told you about?
My mother. Shout out, Mom. She texted me yesterday and was talking to me about the Kelce's and the Swifts and how it's so ironic.
Yeah, so we got the topic from her mom. But I found it funny because you asked me, that's a come up for Kelce, obviously. But the moral of the story is he left the nigga chick, and he went to Taylor Swift. But to his defense, it's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's a boss move. That's a boss move right there. Taylor Swift. Whether you're a fan or not, like, her accomplishments are her accomplishments. And everybody in the world, my mom knows Taylor My mom knows Taylor Swift. And she knows Travis Kelce too. That's her boy. Shout out, Mom. But yeah, I don't know. They're cute together. If they are a couple, I do think they are cute. They're making commercials and shit together too now.
I don't think it's not a thing. So
yes,
like I said, nothing bad to say. I'm for it. Salute. You got Taylor Swift. That's like the equivalent of like a Beyonce or a Rihanna or a Adele. So to me, hey, salute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kelce out here making boss moves. I see you, man. Okay, moving right along. We're going to get into some sports.
Wait. Another thing. It may sound crazy because I just thought about it. My mind, y'all know I'm on it. But in my mind, I've always thought, and it may be crazy because they probably two artists and they both big artists, but I could see Taylor Swift with like a Post Malone, because I feel like
that would be toxic. That gives me super toxic.
She on like boyfriend number 4 in like 3 years, so she's
dating
toxic.
around, babe. She's dating around. They would make some crazy music together though.
Yeah, I just thought about that. It just was random. I'm sorry. I didn't want to.
You're trying to play matchmaker.
Yeah, I just thought about it because I just always seen like to me they like each other equal, but in
their own space, in their own lane,
right? In their own right, and then it kind of came out around the same time And, you know, like the whole Taylor Swift, Beyonce situation, and then Post Malone, and people thinking he was a culture vulture at a point in time. So it's just kind of like, to me, they always been kind of like simultaneously
on a come up, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, like they kind of, like careers match a lot in different ways. But
I could see that. Oh, one thing, excuse me, one thing I forgot. Biden, y'all president is out here wilding. So he was at the Congressional Black Caucus Awards, the Phoenix Awards. And
of all awards.
Yeah, of all awards to mispronounce LL Cool J's name. He called him LLJ Cool J. He made it harder than it needed to be.
Way harder. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, like they call him Sleepy Joe. They call him Sleepy Joe during election time. So, I mean, what else? I don't really get into politics. You know, I'm real big on that. But Sleepy Joe, come on. Like,
yeah, Sleepy Joe got to chill because he also, in the same breath, accidentally let his slip. He called him boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he snapped. Yeah. He said, what did he say? He said, that man's got some biceps bigger than my thighs. Like, come on, Joe.
Yeah, you can't at a black caucus call a black man boy in 2023. That's the quickest way to get your ass knocked out. And especially he is great that he president. We're just gonna say that because in any other situation, any other scenario, most black men ain't going for no, especially not no old age white man calling them boy.
Yeah, he's lucky he had Secret Service on that one. And then
he had a hell of a defense team, that's for sure.
For sure. And then one last thing about Biden, because he's been in the headlines. He was at a media conference in Vietnam and he was giving a speech. And all of a sudden, he just started rambling, talking about nonsense. And he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to bed. Like, what? Whoa.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. Like, is this real? Or is this, like, I don't know. But somebody needs to check up on Joe.
Yeah.
Somebody has got to check up on
nothing
Joe.
else, they need to go to the White House and give a wellness check and see what's going on with Sleepy Joe.
Seriously, we may have witnessed him have a mini stroke.
Yeah, on national television. We don't even know. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not funny. I'm not trying to laugh at that, but it's the optics. You're the president of the United States talking about you gonna go to bed.
Yeah, crazy.
Joe, you gotta chill. But I hope you're okay.
I hope you're okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay, back on topic. Sports. Colorado Buffaloes. That was a crushing defeat that they experienced on Saturday. What was it? 42-6?
Yeah, I lost some money on that game, and it wasn't even. I sports betted at the casino. And I lost some money on that. I thought it was going to be an easy, because, I mean, not even the fact that they were the underdogs. Deion them swag, they demeanor, how they coming out, the fact that Deion getting hated on. Mm-hmm. Like, it make you just, before, let me be the first to say this. Before Deion and this, the only thing I knew about Colorado was Denver, Colorado. And
the Nuggets.
You know, it wasn't the football college team for sure, but it was because of Deion that made me actually want to check them out. And, you know, it's just what he bring to the table, bring to the team as far as the culture, having everybody come out, support, and it just to be a part of that and see where they going. Even with that loss, they 3-1 now?
3-1.
3-1. They record better than it was last year. He already, to me, helped the program.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, the optics, it just kind of looks bad because he was just popping a lot of shit.
He was popping shit.
And rightfully so, because, I mean, they just had a big win. So I'm not mad at his approach. However, that was a crushing defeat.
I mean, they bust their ass hands down. pause. They did them bad, but in the process of doing them bad, I kind of feel like they gave Deion what they've been giving everybody else. It wasn't even about cause the point spread was so far out.
Yeah,
I think it was more so like, we're gonna show these, they can't fuck with us. But then that's Oregon too, so I mean,
he said it. The coach said it. He, I think it was halftime, and he was like, "Yeah, we're not done yet," and they were up like 38-0 or something crazy like that. Like, whoa, that's like, y'all not done?
That's like equivalent to whooping some ass and stumping out on top of whooping the ass. Like, I want to complete.
Yeah, they overkilled it, but I'm not mad at them. If you have the opportunity to, go ahead and do that. And they had the viewership too to do that. That was a hell of a platform.
Yeah. On both sides, though, I think that was they the thing about Oregon bring a lot of notoriety to the college football league, just like Colorado is bringing now. Oregon been doing that, for forever, but.
And that was probably another thing too. Like, we've been doing this.
Once I lost my money, I went to sleep. I'm sorry, Dion. When I lost my money, I went to sleep.
Yeah, I didn't watch the rest of it either. I didn't even know they scored, to be honest. The other thing about that, part of the reason they lost by such an astronomical amount is Travis Hunter being out with the injury. I hope that he gets better, not only for Colorado's sake, but just for him. He has a bright future ahead of him. He's extremely talented, and I wish him all the best. But the guy who hit him, I'm not sure what his name is, that I did not check, but he's receiving death threats. And I mean, people take this shit seriously. People probably lost a lot of money.
I'm one.
And people knew that they were going to lose money moving forward too. It's like, this is a long-term thing that really is going to affect me in the long run. So I don't condone it. But I understand. But I understand. Man. Got to be more careful.
Got to.
Okay. Again, staying with football, the Packers and the Saints game.
Now that's another game I definitely thought was over with. I feel like they did so good. The Packers did bad in the first half.
Terrible.
Yeah, and even in the second half, the beginning of the third. But I feel like coming into like the middle end of the third, I don't know where the momentum shift came from. I think it was that field goal, when they kicked that field goal, and then when they went by 2, I think, and they actually got the 2-point conversion. I think it gave them momentum to like, okay, if they don't score on this coming down, we got it. So it made me glued in because I wanted to see, like, can they pull it off?
Yeah.
And can they actually win by 1? And
sure enough.
I mean, they made me a believer. So, I mean, salute. That's the home team. So, we stay G'd up.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was the opposite. I was upstairs like, yeah, they gonna lose. Like, they got their ass busted this whole game. Now they got that funky little 3 points and they think they doing something. And they proved me wrong. Congratulations, Green Bay. I
was with the guys, so we taking shots in.
I was not.
We was hyped. We was hyped because, see, for us right now, we in the rebuilding stage without Aaron Rodgers. So anything we do right now is good because we doing good things in the process of rebuilding. So even us, I'm not saying we don't got high expectations. Our expectations is open because it's like we got to see what this team gonna bring, this year. However, we not so close-minded as Packer fans that we feel like, oh, we don't care who the hell we got.
Right.
We got it. We got it.
Crush it now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think to us, realistically, that was a good game, and that was a good measuring game, too, speaking as far as the opposition.
And I like Jordan Love as the quarterback. I think he has some talent, and I think he has a very promising career ahead of him, especially at Green Bay, because, once they get somebody that they like, they're keeping him.
Yeah, they're going to keep him with a check. I like that he ain't scared to run.
Yeah, I do too.
I like that.
He's like early Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, which I like about a lot of the young quarterbacks now. Most of them ain't scared to run, and they not scared to throw the ball. Where a lot of older quarterbacks, they kind of do a lot of short routes and things like that. Where these young quarterbacks now, I feel like they just going for the gusto. They don't, they don't give a damn. They just want to make sure they throw it far and long as they can. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I do too. Go ahead, Lil Jordan. I mean, y'all got to get it together, though, because that was like by the skin of their teeth win. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
Yeah, we can't win by all tight margins. Yeah,
that wasn't a confidence builder. That was a, we got a little something. We got a little something. We could do a little something. But yeah, no, a win is a win. You can win by 1 point. So, congratulations, Packers. Go ahead. Switching over to boxing. As you guys know from our last episode, we are a boxing family over here. We love it. The kids get into it. It's a good time when somebody fights. So there are two fights.
I know. We normally got fights. We got guests over. It's fight night is crazy with us. It's crazy for sure. It's a lot of planning, preparation. So I'll be stressed leading up to the fight. And she'll tell you I keep myself busy on fight day because my anxiety be through the roof. I'm smoking all day. I'm moving around. I'm taking care of food. I'm getting drinks. I'm getting all necessities for a fight to be successful for the guests and everybody can be comfortable and hang out and chill. But in the process of that, stressful.
Yeah, he be stressing me out. He be stressing me out for sure. But this weekend is going to be the Jermell Charlo and Canelo fight. I don't want to say who you got because that's coming in hot, but who you got?
I got Canelo.
Yeah, I do too.
Now, I do think Canelo again. This how I pray it fall out. I pray. I don't want to jump ahead too far, but I just think Canelo, and if he watch Jermell, I really don't care either or. I just want either or to fight Bud. I want Bud to fight Canelo so it can be hands down undisputed who's the best pound for pound fighter without there being a dispute. And I want him to whip Jermell ass just because. When you tell a man you want their ass, you gotta whoop their ass. It's simple. I don't feel like Jermell is in that level of competition, me personally. But I feel like Canelo a good fight for him too, because it's a good measuring stick for him. But like I said, Canelo is also at a decline. Yeah. So I don't think that Canelo is a weak fighter or he's a bad fighter. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's more so age and experience that's giving him more wear and tear. Yeah.
See, I don't know, because I feel like Canelo almost like on the incline to me, because he was on the decline when he took those two. Well, I don't know if it was 2 losses or if it was a draw and a loss. I think it was a draw and a loss, and then he beat Caleb Plant. But I feel like he's kind of on an incline, and I feel like as long as he stays at the weight where he is now and doesn't try to go back up, he may be able to do a little bit of something over at 168. Or no, 154?
160.
160,
yeah,
okay.
They had one. No, they're 168. 168. Because
Jermell went up two weight classes to fight him.
So it's 168.
Yeah. I just, whenever people go up 2 weight classes, it just doesn't come out right. It doesn't work out. Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
See, one thing I learned about boxing is most people that go up weight classes, because all boxers want to brag that they went up, but I think what it is when most boxers go up 2 weight classes or go up a weight class, what they don't really say is they're fighting 9 times out of 10, they're fighting a boxer that just went up as well, or a boxer that probably had 1 fight up, right. But they're not.
That's not their weight
they're
class.
Not more than likely fighting a boxer that's set at that weight.
Right.
So for me, considering that Canelo, is more comfortable at the weight. I don't see Charlo winning, but I mean,
I don't think it's gonna be a wash or anything like that. I think he's gonna give him like a good fight, but I just don't see Jamel. I don't see him winning.
But I think,
and that's no knock to him.
Yeah, no knock to him. But I do say that Jamel is a very elusive fighter. He do let his hands go. So I feel like Canelo not used to fighting somebody that let their hands go as much as him as well. So
I would agree.
That's where I feel like the interesting part is.
That's why I really would want to see Canelo and Benavidez fight, because Benavidez be letting them bitches go.
Yeah, it got it.
60 pieces. Going crazy.
Yeah, it got it. They
have to fight.
Yeah, they
have to fight. David Benavidez has been chasing after him for so long. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic, but man.
Yeah, they got to make it happen.
They have to. For sure. I mean, yeah. Anyway. Oh, did we even talk about the Andre Benavidez fight? Has that been confirmed?
I haven't seen it. It's been confirmed, but I've seen it's been talks. But I do pray that.
I like that.
Yeah, I do pray that Demetrius Andre get the opportunity to fight Benavidez. If that happens, I don't know if I got to go from a fan standpoint or if I got to go from a boxing standpoint. Because I ain't gonna lie, from a fan standpoint, I'm not gonna lie, I love David Benavidez. Like, that's my boy. Like, especially at the middleweight division, that's just my boy. But I also love Demetrius because I feel like he is. It's very few people. You got the Bud Crawfords, you got the Shakur Stevensons, the Shakur Stevensons, and you got these group of fighters that's good fighters, but they get overlooked by the PBC fighters. Let's go and say it. The PBC fighters get overlooked by the Showtime fighters, and I think it's because it's the money.
Yeah, they don't have as much money behind their marketing team.
Yeah, you got a fighter that's putting in the groundwork, and while they putting in the groundwork, they getting less pay, but they getting more experience. And then you got people that's getting less experience and more pay, but they got accolades that come with it.
Yeah.
So in the process, they kind of popping shit at the fighter. And Terrence Crawford kind of shows you why they stay on that side of the street. And I kind of feel like I want to say it could be that type of situation with the Demetrius and David Benavidez fight. However, I feel like, I don't know, that to me, that's like how everybody was on a rocker with the Terrence Crawford and the Spence fight. That's how I am with this fight, even more so. Because when the Spence fight, I think I made a lot of people a believer, because I told a lot of people that came out, I said, look, I like Spence, but Crawford got this hands down, and my guys was thinking I was crazy and shit. Like, nigga, he for sure gonna knock him the fuck. But
they probably just haven't seen as many Terrence Crawford fights because he didn't have the marketing behind him.
And it's the same thing with the Dimitri. Like, we watched, we paid for it and supported a lot of his fights. So for me, I look at it like, I got more of that type of excitement for these two fighters, because it's like, this literally could go anyway. You got a fighter that want to showcase, but do he belong there? Is he like a Terrence Crawford? From me looking at it from the outside in, I think he got that type of value, but it's about also who in front of you.
Yeah, because he didn't. His last fight, he looked good, but the fight before that, Andre did not look good.
But I agree. But I think he won, but he didn't look that good. But I feel like he made up for it for his last fight.
Yeah,
and that's the thing about boxing. I think that's the thing about boxing, though. We get so spoiled because we get great fights that we want every fight to be flawless. Like, even with Boots and Villa. Like, Boots last fight. A lot of people talk to, and I'm a huge boxing fan. I love Boots, but a lot of people said like Boots washed them.
They mopped the floor with him.
Yeah, like they mopped him. And don't get me wrong, I don't feel like he didn't, but I also don't feel like Villa just sit there and got his ass whooped. Right. Yeah. I feel like I think
it's the dialogue around it, because they've been talking good, but everybody has been saying though, like, how they respect him. Yeah. Like, everybody that of note that I've been heard talk about it, Gilly, Cam and Mace, they all said it. They were like, man, he got his ass beat, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan now. He's got a fan in me. I'll come to his fights because he really is he's a soldier, and he never quit.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, that's a hard one. I'm gonna go with David Benavidez just because I just don't know who could beat him right now. I feel like I don't know if he's at his. I don't want to say he's at his peak.
If y'all don't know in the background, we got a Chihuahua and we got a French Bulldog, and in the process of it, we filming, and I just heard my dog. She crying because she want to be a part of that set, I guess, and she
She's going through it.
A lot of attention. That's my baby. She requires a lot of attention, so she ain't getting it right now. So if y'all hear her whimpering in the background, I apologize.
She's so ghetto. Pretty girl. Okay, moving on. Well, let me go back real quick. So I do have David Benavidez in that fight, but I don't think that it's going to be like, again, I don't think it's going to be a wash. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight. But I just don't know if Andre has the experience and is going to be able to be elusive enough to avoid those 50 pieces.
And I think that's what's going to play down to experience.
And the speed. Is crazy.
But I think the experience he got, I just think the level of experience, I think he's not quite there. But I mean,
but it could go either way. To be fair, it could go either way. I'm just letting you know.
Agreed.
That I got David by a small margin.
I got like I said.
You got it. I mean,
I'm 50-50 with that fight. If I gotta take a pick, who I want to win, I want Demetrius to win, but I'm not mad if David wins.
Yeah, I would love for him to win. I would love Andre to win because I feel like I don't think that he's weak. I think he's a great fighter, and I feel like if he can take advantage of the opportunity and really just be his ass, I would love that. As much as I love David Benavidez, I would not hate seeing him lose to Andre.
I agree.
Tank and Keith Thurman. Now, I've seen this a couple different places. I don't know if it's confirmed 100%. You know how boxing can be. Sometimes things just happen, and things don't work out the way you think it's going to work out. But I'm not excited about that fight. I'm not going to lie. I think that Tank would beat the dog shit out of Keith Thurman. I think he would beat his ass either 12 rounds or 1 round. I don't care how he does it, but Keith Thurman, I think, is washed. Even though he hasn't really lost to anybody but greats, the way he just goes about doing business and the way he just pops so much shit, I don't like him. I just don't like the guy, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't like his lips. I don't like his hair. I don't like his mustache. I don't like his nose. I don't like Keith Thurman. Is it clear? Or can I make him? I don't like Keith Thurman. And to fight Tank, I mean, he was just talking about fighting Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
So to me, that
was wild.
Keith Thurman, he's a bum. I can't call him a bum. I'll take it back. Let me have more respect because he is a boxer, and I feel like that's where
he was a champion.
Yeah, he was a champion. So let me put more respect on his name because I think that's where, like, us in the media, we, like me, I'm the average Joe, and I say Keith Thurman's a bum, and then I see Keith Thurman, I would probably call Keith Thurman a bum, but in reality of a training aspect, he probably in better condition, shape than what, you know.
Et cetera.
Than what I assume, but I sneak him. I sneak him for sure. But no, I got Tank hands down. Tank over fucking Keith Thurman. Another experienced fighter versus Keith Thurman. I'm going with Tank for sure.
I'm not even convinced that this fight is going to happen. I'm not convinced that Keith Thurman isn't going to back out. Honestly, I feel like he's known to do that too. Like, he'll make it seem like he's into it and then he'll back out before it gets finalized. And he'll be a fool not to back out at this point because Tank is going to beat his ass easily. He's going to little bro him, and he's definitely younger.
He for sure washed the hell out of that boy.
Devin Haney and Regis Prog. I'm not really sure how to say his last name.
I apologize too, because that's my boy.
Regis P. Yeah. He's not my boy.
I like him. I mean, he lost to Josh Taylor. So to me, I like Regis. He a nice fighter. When I think of 140, I think of him, and I think of Josh Taylor up until T.O. just washed Josh Taylor. So to me, I look at it like that's a good even fight. I actually commend Devin Haney to go up and fight a solid 140 fighter. I commend that. I can't say that, but it's not Tank. Yeah. It's not Shakir.
But I'm not mad at him. He just had a championship fight.
I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying, like, to move up, that's why I say I commend him. You move up and you fighting a solid, like, that's what I was just talking about earlier about people now fighting solid people at that weight class to fight progress at 140. That's a solid 140 fighter. So I commend him for it, and now it's official. I mean, I gotta take my head off to it, but do I think he'll win? I feel like after seeing how Loma had his ass scrambling around like eggs in the pen on Sunday morning, I don't see him. I don't see it, but I know you also. I can't even say you because we were Haney fans, but it's just a lot of tactics he been moving to in the last few years. I have been like, weird. but no matter what I like about him on the outside, I mean, at the end of the day,
it's about him boxing.
His performance is what it is.
What matters. I don't see. I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna go with Haney. I feel like Haney. I don't think he gonna like beat his ass or anything, but I feel like he gonna beat him up. And I feel like Regis, he didn't look good his last few fights to me. Like, it's another one of those, like, I really was a fan of his, and then he started sorry y'all. He started losing. Then he started acting, he didn't take the losing well, which I understand. Like, you can't always expect people to be gracious losers. But I don't know. Just like you don't like the way Devin been moving, I don't like the way Devin been moving either, for the record. I don't like how Regis been moving. They both been doing some weird shit lately.
Yeah, that's another one of them fights. Like, but for me, I'll watch it just to check it out. To see the fight.
I'm not anticipating.
It's not an anticipation fight for me. It's not a big fight that I must see. But since we support fighting, I mean, that's a fight I support.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do want to know. I actually need to check into it. I want to see what them tickets like, because I did see that it's a DAZN fight, and I'm not against DAZN, but I was the original. Hey, look, check this out, DAZN. I was an original subscriber from day one. When it first started, I was with the wave, and it was a consistent thing. And it's like the effects, the sound bites, the camera angles, everything is just not the same. And we don't want to pay money for shit that we can't get the experience out of. So DAZN, y'all got to get y'all shit together. But we're gonna give y'all another shot.
Yeah, I don't know. We might have to figure a way out to do it without a subscription now, because they had me fucked up with trying to raise the prices.
Yeah, they raising the price crazy, and then you raise the price, and then you still pay for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, no, that's
and then they
crazy.
think they doing some slick shit because they think they giving it to you cheaper than the regular channel. But when you pay your subscription and you pay that discount amount, it's the same. They slick.
We on to you, DAZN, and we canceled y'all asses because y'all had us messed up. Now,
my favorite topic.
Moving right along to the final topic, music. We are talking about current albums, new music that we're listening to, and a short summary and or review.
You.
3. You want me to start?
3.
Okay. I took the liberty of listening to the Doja Cat album specifically for this today. And I've come to the conclusion I'm just not a fan of hers. I'm not a fan of her music. She has a few bops. I'm here for it. We just got into a whole dispute about this about an hour ago about her image, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not listen. Doja Cat, not the one. I just don't like the music. I don't like the image. I don't like the. It's just too sad. It's too honestly, and there's no disrespect, but her music kind of put me in a spiral of like how it's sad and depressing into like where Juice WRLD was going prior to.
See, I don't get that.
Like seriously, not in the sense of because he actually had hits with it, but I'm saying like how you ignore signs of depression that a person is saying, but because they expressing it through music, and I think that's what it is. I personally feel like she's trying to express something, and I feel like the masses don't get it because they think that that's just her image. I personally feel, and maybe I personally diagnosed her. But what is definitely something ain't right with Doja Cat, and if we can get her some help, please.
Oh my God, Doja! I hope you're fine.
No, I'm not for real. But back to what you like. What you think about her her album?
No, I will give her some like her.
Because I didn't listen to it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't listen to it.
I didn't expect you to. I wasn't gonna listen to it, but okay. I felt obligated to.
Okay.
Her production was actually, I liked her production. I'll give her that. Her production was cool. I just don't like, I'm not a fan of her voice like that. Her voice is like very little kitty to me. I'm a cow. He's so disrespectful. The bottom line is I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. Okay. That was just, I tried and I was not, I just couldn't get into it. Money Man album. Not a fan. Wow. Not a fan. And I was just trying to convince you, like, maybe he was on to something. I listened to the full album.
Do you got any songs you like it or though?
Yeah, there's some songs on there that I
like. Overall, the body, so like...
The body of work to me, so for context, I really only like Money Man's last album.
What do you mean? Only?
Yeah. Like before that last album, I could not tell you that I like actually enjoy a whole body of work from Money Man because... See,
I thought you would have... I actually thought you... I was under the impression you liked...
That I would like this one?
No, that you like Money Man, period. Because because there's times when I've heard you listen to Money Man and it wasn't just songs off the last album. So that's why I thought...
No way. So I only listen to Money Man because you play Money Man. And I always felt, and I always told you that I didn't care for him as an artist because I felt like most of his music sounded the same. Like the same cadence, the same punching, like like that's a lot.
So this album didn't do it?
No, he didn't do it for me. It was not it wasn't a moment for me. Sorry, Money Man. I liked your last album though. That's all I got.
Okay. You got to give the name of these albums too, because just in case people want to go check them out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I wasn't even a fan enough to write it down. Sorry, y'all. Doja Cat, and that is called Scarlet. I like her album art. It's interesting. I'm here for it. I'm into her image. Not like into it as in I would copy it, but into it as in like if that's her, that's her. But Corey thinks that she's depressed and needs help, so I don't know. I gotta find a Money Man album now. But my third album, Broad Wave, Nostalgia. Oh, and then the Money Man album, Catch Me If You Can. Yeah.
So what you think about the Broad Wave?
I like the Broad Wave. He got a few joints on there. I actually like the song Turks and Caicos was 21. I like that. It's a vibe. But 21 is like really, he's so bad on. He's just really, I don't think he's a good rapper. I like 21, but I just don't. He's not a good rapper to me. I really feel like he could have done without 21 on that song, personally. But he's on it, and I like the song, so I'm here for it. And the overall feel of the album, I'm here for it. So, like 1 out of 3, I guess.
Damn. So me, I've been listening to, I got 2 or 3 of the albums you listening to right now.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me, real quick. So last week, you were talking about King Hendrix.
Okay.
I originally was not into it. I just could not understand like how he put a lot on him. So I was expecting real greatness from the get-go. And the first few times I listened to it, I was just like, I don't see it. I don't see it. But after listening to it a few times, I'm interested to see where he goes from here because I feel like he has potential, but I think he needs to find his sound. Because right now he's too all over the place.
I'm all for King Hendrix.
Yeah, I know.
He got.
I just had to clarify. I didn't want to not mention that.
I appreciate
Go ahead.
that. So no, like I said, I got 2 of the 3 of your albums I'm listening to: the Money Man and the Ride Wave. So I'm a Money Man. Yeah, I'm a Money Man fan. But for whatever reason, I feel like I can tell the albums he record by himself, meaning like in-house.
He do the production.
Yeah, and I could tell where he got outsourced engineering. And I feel like this album was done by Money Man. And that's cool because it don't sound horrible. Is it his best album? My bad. I don't think it's his best album. But I don't think it sounds horrible either. I think it got to grow on me. I feel like I maybe didn't listen to it enough, so I can't say it's weak or I can't say I like it or not. But I can definitely say I can for sure tell that this was an in-house engineered album because he got songs that's hot, that's super high vocals, and then he got songs that's super drowned out in bass and drowned out the vocals. Mm-hmm. So
the beat is louder than the vocals,
right? Yeah. So I mean, I'm still checking into it. I got a little more time.
You sound on the fence.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with it. Rod Wave, I'm gonna be honest. So we got teenagers that's in the age in the rim. I got a stepdaughter that's in the rim, and she going to all the Rod Wave concerts, and that's like their thing right now. So when I think of Rod Wave, I just like to tap in and see what the kids is listening to and see what's the big vibe. And I sound like an old nigga with Rod Wave being right up under me saying that, but I just like to see what our kids is into 24/7. And I tapped in and I actually like this album. I actually think this me, and I've always tapped into Rod Wave albums, but to me so far, I've been listening to this album a lot lately. Like literally, I've been like slowly playing song by song here and there, but it's been growing on me. Like, damn, I like that song. Damn, I like that song. Damn, I like that song. Like, for instance, the song with 21. I actually like that song, and I'm a person that I started not liking 21.
Oh, I know.
And now he got a lot of songs that I like more songs than I thought possibly that I would like by him. A lot of his songs, as of recent, I've been like, that's my shit.
You surprised me when you liked the 21 and Drake album. And I was like, no, there's no way.
He grew on me.
He must have grew on you.
Yeah, he grew on me. And then, I'm going to throw 4 in because I'm listening to 4.
You cheated.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm cheating. So, because I got to say it. I feel bad if I don't say it. So I'm listening to Northside Dreams, Southside Nightmares by Sari and Pacquiao. I love their music together. In fact, their last album I actually like together that they had as well, but I like that better than this. I don't feel like this album ain't good, but I feel like it's not as good as their first album.
That's fair.
But I'm still listening to it still. I heard it probably 4 times. So I do think it's a bop as far as rod music. But I feel like their last shit was more melodic, but more vocal, where you can actually
more R&B,
dissect it. Yeah, you can kind of dissect it. And then the last thing I'm gonna just throw in there, because I just want to check it out, because I've been telling people about my boy for a long time, and I feel like a lot of people really slept on him. Is Nick Grant Sunday Dinner. So, and I just have to throw that in there because anytime I can give Nick Grant free promo, I want to give it to him because these are the type of artists that I feel like our kids should be listening to. Like for real, because they come from a background. He come from a background where he understand the streets, but he understand that he don't got to he don't got to play in the streets to still get recognition, to still get support, push from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And I got younger guys that we grow up and we push to do everything that we didn't or we couldn't, because we understand what came with consequences and things that we chose to do when we signed up. So that alone, I root for him. And I personally feel like and this is just my opinion, he's in the rims of like the Kendricks. I don't feel like he's out of the rims of the J. Cole's and all that. I feel like he really, that's his period.
Like he belongs?
Yeah, I feel like he belongs. It's just like, kind of like what we say with boxing. They got the back end, and he don't. But for me, to the masses, if y'all can check out Sunday Dinner, please check that out by Nick Grant. It's a dope album. And that's another album I actually been playing more than I thought I'd be playing. I've been kind of keeping that on repeat lately too.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I definitely saw it on Apple Music, and I was like, I gotta tap in. He kind of puts me in the mindset of like, I don't know if you agree with this, but Vince Staples.
No. I like no. I'm not saying that. Vince Staples put me in a. Well, no, I'll take it back. I'll take that back. I agree. I can agree to that. I agree to that because when I think the only reason why I say that is because Vince Staples, before he can rap, I always thought he could rap. He was super dope and talented, but I feel like he fit the odd, like the eyeball, like the Tyler the Creators and all. Like he fit that circle more. But after hearing his last album, I feel like they definitely put me in the same room.
Man, you just shot me down so fast.
Shout out Vince Staples.
Yeah, Vince is my guy. Vince is my guy.
I think it had to.
You had to see like the comparison.
Yeah, me knowing you, I know what you meant, but I think at the moment I had to kind of dissect it. Like,
because I feel like they both super dope artists that don't really get a lot of promotion. Even though I will say Vince Staples has had a few commercials recently. He was on like an Axe commercial and like I think it was a what's that car? Acura. He was on the Acura. Like, you getting sponsored by Acura? Get your shit off.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. I love Vince Staples stuff. But Nick Grant is super dope. And if you haven't listened to him, you should listen to
Sunday Dinner, super dope.
I wish I would have listened to that shit rather than Doja Cat. Sorry.
Super dope.
But yeah, no, that's what I've been listening to. I've been listening to a lot of older music. I guess I haven't really gotten into like the newer albums that have been out. I was so stuck on that Ken Hendricks. I really listened to it for like a good week and a half.
I put a lot on it. You put a
lot on it, and I had to understand it because when you first said it and I first heard it, I was like, he is on some bullshit.
When I was listening to it, I ain't gonna lie, like when I first heard it, see, what got me is I listened to the first song and it was kind of conscious. And so I'm going to tell y'all what made me really like it. So I also got a music background. And when I first heard it for years doing music, I feel like that was always my biggest thing, making actual rap music that I feel like people can relate to, but then also making shit that I considered either trap rap or just, to me, this throwaway rap. Like that, I can do it because I lived it, but it's also, to me, it's easy. I can never really find my lane at it. So when I heard him, honestly, it put me in the rim of myself.
Yeah.
So that's what made me really like it so much, because I feel like, damn, this is really me. He got a intro where, he's talking about kicking the cup, but it's conscious. But then he get into some trap shit, let you know, like, this what I respect that.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a lot. He's very diverse and he's very versatile. But I just think the actual body of work I didn't care for because it was all over the place. So if he had a more...
See, I understood it because, like I said, and I apologize for cutting you off, but like I said, I understood it because when I did do music and I was doing it regularly, it's always... who am I going to appease to? Mm-hmm. So in our mind,
put your fillers up.
You wanna kind of mix your album. You're gonna mix it with like an intro, conscious, and then I'm gonna give you some trap shit. And then you like, I'm gonna give you something conscious. I'm gonna give you some trap shit.
Yeah,
so it's like I can see why you say it's all over, but for me, when I look at it just like the album cover. To me, that's a piece of art. Promise you, check out King Hendrix. I'm not putting extras on it. Check it out.
And real quick, I have been telling Corey about this.
See me.
Oh, sorry. See me. See me. My bad. I've been telling him about this group, this family in Milwaukee who's outside every day playing their music, trying to sell their CDs. And I just think that their work ethic is phenomenal. And they had a piece on the news on Channel 58 not too long ago. And I don't have the album name, but the group is called Voices of Prophecy. That's a deep...
Yeah.
Like, I haven't actually heard their music, so I can't vouch one way or another, but they've been putting in a lot of work for a while, and I really respect their hustle and I respect their grind, and I wanted to give them a shout out. It's a group of 6 people. They're all family, siblings, and I think the dad. But yeah, I wish them the best of luck, and I really hope that they do find like a lane and take off, because I respect that. I respect that. In 2023, standing on the corner slanging CDs is not easy to do.
No. That's like taking it to the trunk era. So yeah, I respect that. Anybody that's still taking it to that era, but also engaging with their fan base, to me, that's always best.
They'll be out there singing.
Yeah.
They got a big ass speaker, and they'll be out there singing and rapping. It's dope. Like, it's cool to see. It's cool to see young black
all out there, contact us at a.coupledebatespodcast@gmail.com. We would love to. Yeah, we would love to talk to y'all. I feel like they got a story, and I think that people should check in with them. Check in with y'all for sure.
Something positive in Milwaukee. Love that. Mm-hmm. But that is going to bring us to the final thing that we were going to discuss. So we appreciate you guys for coming back. If you are a return viewer, thank you for tuning in for the first time. If you're a new viewer, I hope that you got in tune with kind of what we got going on. What we're about. We tried to make some improvements.
What we're going to also incorporate, like I said, this is all a learning curve for us. So a few things we want to incorporate eventually. We're going to incorporate interacting with our fans more, rather that be going on Instagram Live, going on Facebook Live, whatever it is, to interact, rather it be questions, or like even if it's just a quick Q&A segment where we asking questions and answering for y'all quickly. It's just a few things that I feel like we can eventually implement into our system. But as of right now, we free to take on suggestions. We kind of got blueprint as to what we want to do and how we want to keep it structured for us. But we are open to
feedback. Comments.
Yeah, we don't take it no type of way. No. How we chilling and we are now, this us every day. So, yeah, we ain't taking it as no personal, no shade or nothing like that. Reach out to us at a.coupledebatespodcast@gmail.com. Couple of Base Podcast on our IG. Couple of Base Podcast on our X.
AKA Twitter.
Instagram. All our handles are pretty much the same.
Yep, a Couple Debates Podcast.
Yeah, if y'all want to send some money, support what we got going on, y'all can send that at my Cash App at CashTime10. That's CASHTIME 10. We taking any support. No, this for real too. I don't know funny shit. Like any support y'all want to do, send it in. Like I said, ideas. Like I said, we just gonna keep on pushing this podcast, authentic podcast, with us having a couple of debates on sports, entertainment, everything, music, everything you could think of, as you can see, and we're gonna keep this going. Like, comment, subscribe.
We love y'all.
Love y'all. We out.
Peace out.